yo. What up, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317, man. Y'all already know how we get down, man. Little Rock, Indianapolis. We back in the motherfucking building, and I'm back with another one. What's going on with the audio? Not playing my audio. Stereo audio. Okay. Okay. I see what's going on. Still no audio. Okay. Can y'all hear me all right? My volume sound good? But anyway, man, Bob Arum comes out and says that he don't believe Sean Porter is a big fight for Terrence Crawford. So we'll break that down and we'll get into it. Y'all smash that thumbs up button and we'll get to it here in a second. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you gotta give people their flowers. While they can still smell them. Mark Nash. Michael Gross, the boss. My nigga. My brother. Let's get this shit done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on Sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on Sports. Right there from first bell, tip up and coin toss. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on Sports. He call it how he see it. Either you won or you lost. Big games, big fights, rolling dubs up. You like the content, hater? Click the thumbs up. Cashapp, super chat, go all in. But do your research first before you call in.
Been waiting on. And yes, I am back. I am back. I am back. I am back.
Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, people? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I'm your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big up to that 501 and that 317, man. Y'all already know how we get down. And we back with another one, man. Bob back in the motherfucking media again. Like, look, I like Bob Arum, man. Sometimes he says some things that I don't necessarily agree with. Sometimes he comes off as he's like he's whining a little bit about paying Terrence Crawford. But man, oh man, Bob Arum says he likes the possibility of a fight with Sean Porter, but he don't see it as a big fight. It's a great fight, great fight, but it's not necessarily a big fight. Now let that sizzle in your spirit for a second. Let that sizzle in your spirit for a second, and we're gonna come right back to it. But I just want to give y'all some motivation for this motherfucking Wednesday. I know it's hump day, and we all need some motivation to push through that motherfucking week, push through the week. Man, let me let my little homie, my little partner, holler at you right quick.
Either you work hard for it, or you don't work hard for it. Well, me and my brother, we work hard for our stuff. It don't come easy. In life, you have to work. Either you want to be the shark of the ocean or the fish of the ocean. And right now, we want to be the shark. Take over everything. Strength, no weakness. Power, the muscle. Have to have that mindset. So you're going to come in here and dominate. When you say, oh, no. Don't put yourself down. Motivate yourself, keep yourself up, pumped, and ready for any challenge that comes.
Nigga, you feel me? Motherfucker, Either you're gonna be a shark of the ocean or you're gonna be a fish of the ocean. You decide. You decide. But all right, y'all. Let's get to this boxing shit, right? So Bob Arum, you know what I'm saying? He did an interview with the Athletic yesterday, or whenever he did it, and the thing dropped. It dropped the other day. You know what I'm saying? It dropped the other day, and a lot of people are looking at Bob Arum quotes, and they like, whoa. So you mean to tell me Sean Porter not a big fight? And I'm here to tell you, I mean, Bob Arum's right. Bob Arum's right. I don't think it is a big fight. I think, like Bob said, I'm gonna go to the quote and because sometimes, man, we got a problem with actually like reading words. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got a problem with like reading words, man. We don't really read words. We see one thing and one title and we run with it. We let somebody, you know what I'm saying, come up with a narrative and we follow that narrative. We don't like to do no independent thinking. I'm not saying y'all, because I know my loyal, you know what I'm saying, supporters, my loyal, you know what I'm saying, following supporter base. Y'all smarter than the average motherfucking fan. Y'all smarter than the average fan. Now let's get to this right quick. It says Arum is not sold on the Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford fight. He says it's a great fight. Read the first words of the paragraph. Read the first words of the paragraph. It's a great fight. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. It's a great fight. It's a great fight. It's a damn good fight. Oh, you got Bud. You got Sean Porter. That's a damn good fight. Oh yeah, we're gonna get some questions. We're gonna get some more questions asked about Bud. That's a good fight. I like it. I like that fight. But it's not a big fight. It's not a big fight. Now, what makes Sean? Let me know what makes Sean Porter a big fight. What makes Sean Porter a big fight? Because prior to Sean Porter getting into the ring with Errol Spence, people used to clown Sean Porter. Talk about his suits, saying that goddamn Sean Porter wasn't a draw. Then he said they fought in Brooklyn because it was because of Daddy fighting in Brooklyn. It wasn't because of Sean Porter. Errol Spence said Sean Porter couldn't set out a family barbecue, a family picnic. So is Bob wrong by saying that it's not a big fight? Is it really going to capture the imagination of the casual fan? Is it really going to catch the imagination of the casual fan, the people who are actually buying the pay-per-views and making them go up to a new level? Oh, if you want to boxing hardcore, you can get 150,000, 200,000 pay-per-view buys if you want that. But we all know Bob can't afford to pay that. We all know Bob is in a bind right now dealing with Terrence Crawford. He can't afford to pay Terrence Crawford. So he got to make it a big fight. Bob don't give a damn about great fights. Bob don't give a damn about good fights. Bob trying to make events. Trying to make goddamn big events. And that's what he's doing. And that's what he's saying. He's saying that Sean Porter is a great fight. But in the words of the great Errol Spence, Jr., Sean Porter can't sell out a goddamn family picnic. Sean Porter can't sell out a family barbecue. So what did Bob Arum say that was so wrong? What did Bob Arum say different than what Errol Spence said? It's not a big fight. It's not a big fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight, but it's not a big fight. Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford, that's a big fight. That's a big fight. I don't give a damn who platform these guys go on. I don't give a damn who platform Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence go on. They always get asked about each other. Post-fight interviews, they get asked about each other. Pre-fight build-up, they get asked about each other. When they do a goddamn interview on First Take, they get asked about each other. When they go to goddamn The Breakfast Club, they get asked about each other. When they go to goddamn Sway Universe, Sway in the Morning, they get asked about each other. Ain't nobody asking them about no goddamn Sean Porter. And I'm just being real. Ain't nobody coming out and asking about Sean Porter. Ain't nobody asking, hey, Bud, when you fighting Sean Porter, dog? Yo, Bud, when you fighting Sean? Yo, Earl, when you fighting Sean again, nigga? That was a good fight. When you fighting Sean again, Earl? Ain't nobody asking about goddamn Sean Porter. And I'm just keeping it in $150 with y'all, man. Y'all can call me a goddamn Bud fanboy, but I'm keeping the same energy Earl had. He says, pound for pound, Boxing Channel says, Bob pissing me off. Let Bud go. He can't, pound for pound. That's like you having a motherfucking artist, a rapper, a singer, and they ain't happy with their motherfucking contract. Or they disgruntled. That's like, I don't. Pound for pound. Maybe you don't watch basketball, but let me give you a real quick indication of what this is. It's like James Harden right now. Now, the Houston Rockets, they don't want to let James Harden go for nothing. They need something back. And Bob M ain't trying to let Bud go for nothing. He trying to get a little bit more cash out that man. He trying to make that big fight with Errol Spence so he can cash him out and he ain't got to pay him again. So you just can't let him go, baby. You just can't let him go. But as I was saying, what is Bob saying that is so different than what Errol Spence been saying all this time? It is a great fight, bro. It's a great fight. It's not a big fight, though. See, look, Donald Banks, he says Porters are not a big fight, but it's a good fight and a good name for Bud to have on his resume. But it's not a pay-per-view, but if Bud stops him, that's big. I agree, Donald Banks. I agree with everything you just said. It's not a big fight. It's not going to get the casual fans talking. It's not going to get the goddamn inside housewives talking. Sean Porter ain't going to do that. And I'm going to be real with y'all, man. I'm going to be real with y'all, and y'all might think I'm being funny. Y'all might think I'm being funny right now. But, man, I got reservations. If any kind of grown man put this shit on for a goddamn job, I got reservations. What the fuck he got on, man? What the fuck are we doing, Sean? What are you wearing, man? I got reservations, man. Y'all telling me the dude with the goddamn Dorothy slippers is a big fight for goddamn Bud? Nigga, his goddamn socks and shoes get more attention than him. His socks and shoes get more attention than what Sean Porter get. Bob is right. It's not a big fight, man. It's not a big fight. What's wrong with him? What we doing, man? What we doing here, man? What's wrong with him? You can't be wanting a Bud fight and wearing that shit to the goddamn studio. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious, man. You can't wear that to the job interview and say you want a Bud fight. Ain't nobody gonna take you serious. Now you got folks laughing at you. They ain't even talking about the fight. They ain't even talking about the fight. They talking about your goddamn socks and your slippers. SUK Boxing says those socks and shoes still get as much attention as Bud does. And you think that's a good thing? You think that's a good thing, my nigga? That's not a good thing. That ain't good at all. If Spence versus Porter sold, why can't Bud versus Porter? Bud asked for 50-50, but can't sell this fight versus Porter. That tells you all what you need to know. How did Spence and Porter sold, man? Come on, man. Bob Arum said that they probably did about 250. You know what I'm saying? 300,000. I mean, if those numbers these days, man, I guess them numbers, man. But I'm looking at mega fights now, man. I'm looking at goddamn Roy Jones and Mike Tyson and asking myself why Earl and Bud can't do that? Why goddamn Earl and motherfucking Sean can't do that? Why Sean and Bud can't do 1 million? I'm not getting that, man. Those are better fights, right? Those are the better fights, but they're not the bigger fights, man. And that's what it all comes down to. And that's what it all comes down to, man. Sean Porter is not, you know what I'm saying, gonna push that envelope to the casual fans. And again, people saying, "Oh, it's bad news. It's bad news. It's bad news." Now, ain't no bad news. Bob ain't say he ain't willing to make the fight. Do I see that in this quote? No, Bob is just being real with you. He says it's a great fight, but it's not a big fight. It's not a fight that really picks the imagination of the sports fan. And are we gonna say Bob lying right here? Does this pique your imagination more than Spence and Crawford? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And most of you guys out there who are screaming for Bud to fight this dude, y'all was the same dudes that said Earl was gonna stop Sean. That Sean wasn't no good. That Sean was a easy route for Earl. Y'all was the same one that said that. But as soon as Sean give Earl a little tough fight, y'all want to throw Sean on. But oh man, you know what? I don't want to see Bud and Earl right now. I want to see Sean and Bud. What sense does that make, man? What sense does that make, man? What sense does that make, bruh? I ain't never heard the goddamn me, the Lakers say, you know what? You know what? I want to play goddamn me Milwaukee Bucks. I don't want to play the Heat. The Heat, the Bucks lost to the Heat. I want to play the Bucks instead of the Heat. What sense does that make? In what world are we getting the best fighting the best? I thought that that's what boxing was supposed to be about. It's foundation. The best going against the best. Not these little fights that we can do without. Sean Porter can get the winner. Easy as that. Sean Porter can get the winner, or if the winner want to move up, Sean Porter get a vacant title. Fight for a vacant title. You been doing that. What's the problem now? What's the problem now? And again, like I told y'all yesterday, y'all think Bob's gonna offer Sean a fair split? Come on, man. Y'all think Bob gonna offer Sean a fair split? Boy, Bob gonna look at Sean and be like, bro, you know what? You know what? Yeah, we're gonna give you the minimum, man. Al gotta outbid me. You know what I'm saying? Al gotta outbid me. What you want to do, Sean? You know what I'm saying? You want the 2 title with Earl back on pay-per-view? When y'all got history and y'all can build up as a Fox pay-per-view? Or you want to get that little money right quick and go get your little mandatory minimum? It sounds good in the public. It sounds good in the public, but like these guys always say, man, we know what we doing months before the public knows. You know what I'm saying? Crawford-Porter know who we fight next. Crawford-Porter know who we fight next. Keith Thurman know who we fight next. All these guys know who they fight next, man. Y'all out here saying this and saying that, man. It's cool. It's cool, man. People out here saying Bob Arum said that he don't want to make the fight. Bob never said that. Bob just said that it wasn't a big fight. Bob said that it's not going to garner the same attention that Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford would. Bob ain't lied yet. And when it comes to this right here, and maybe he ain't lied about the money he lost either. But shit, that ain't Bud problem. That's Bob problem. Bob signed a bad contract, not Bud. Bob ain't lied yet, man. Let me find me a instance where Bob is being dishonest in that quote. Find me an instance where Bob is being dishonest in that quote. It ain't a big fight for the casual fans, bro. It ain't a big fight for the casual fans. But all right, man, what we gonna do is we gonna open up the line. I ain't gonna be no, Mike, you don't want no smoke today, Mike? You just don't end the show? Nah, man, I ain't running from none of you niggas out here, bro. Niggas can't out debate me. What's wrong with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? I see all these guys out here, oh, man, it's sad for Bud fans. No, it's sad for you Spence fans. It's sad for you Earl Spence dudes, man. Y'all want y'all man to do everything but fight Bud. Y'all out here typing in percentages and shit, man. I don't give a fuck what either nigga get. Just make the fight. If one dude said he ain't gonna make the fight without being 50-50, give him 50-50. It's gonna be the biggest payday for both you niggas. I ain't mad. Make the fight. Man, they ain't stopped Bud from getting nothing, man. Niggas out here with this false narrative and shit. And I think what we're gonna do is, man, we're gonna go to Skype, man. We're gonna open up that Skype beast, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start using my Skype again. Yeah, I'm gonna start using Skype again, man. I can't be using this shit, man. It should be kind of choppy and shit, man. So Life of Gamble, give me a second, man. I'm gonna bring you on in 1 second, bro. Just give me a second. I'm about to open up Skype right quick. And we're gonna get Skype rocking again, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get our Skype back rocking, bro. Cause I think Skype a little bit yeah. I think Skype a little bit better for me to use, you know what I'm saying, as far as doing these shows. Cause with the StreamYard shit, y'all, which I don't know is this shit sometimes be like it be acting funny and shit. You know what I'm saying? So give me a second, man. I'm about to open up to Skype. And yeah, man. If you guys want to hit me up on Skype, let me get my phone. Oh boy, y'all know it's Christmas time, right, man? I done got my little daughter a new phone, man. Well, I ain't get her a new phone. I gave her my old phone. She got my iPhone, my iPhone 8 Plus now. So y'all know me. I'm a relatively like, you know what I'm saying, kind of big dude. About 6'3", you know what I'm saying? 205-ish. Maybe about 205-ish, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a big dude. And I always, you know what I'm saying, I always grab the motherfucking like the iPhone Plus and shit. I always grab the iPhones Plus and shit. But they ain't had a Plus, so I had to get the iPhone 11 like the regular size, man. My hands all big and that shit though. But the camera good on that motherfucker though. I can't even lie about that. The camera on that iPhone is great. I'm just wondering, like, how the camera on the iPhone better than the camera on the MacBook. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't make no sense. How is the camera on the iPhone better than the camera on the MacBook? And I mean the brand new MacBooks too. The brand new MacBooks still using them old ass cameras, man. Give me 1 second, man. I'm opening up the Skype right now. Let me see. Do I remember my password? Probably don't. Damn, man. Damn, I don't have my password for Skype. Oh, there we go. All right. So look, if you want to be a part of the conversation, just hit me up on Skype, man. I'm putting my Skype profile in there right now. I'm gonna pin it to the top too, so you guys ain't gotta look for it. I'm putting my Skype profile in there right now. Yeah, we're putting Skype in that bitch right now, and we're gonna pin it to the top. Well, don't let me pin my fucking messages, man. Shit don't never let me pin my messages. Pin my shit, bruh. Yo, call in on Skype. Let's see, does that work? There we go. Pin there. So I just pinned the Skype, man. Let me bring my guy New Money on first though. New Money, what's going on, big dog? Talk to me. New Money, can you hear me? Life the gamble. All right, so we gonna take him off, man. I ain't nothing he said. All right, so yeah, man. Skype open. If you want to call me on Skype, you can. If you want to be a part of the conversation on Skype, man, hit me on Skype. Man, I think we're gonna move to that Skype, man. We're gonna move towards Skype mode. Yeah, man. Skype it's just easier, man. Easy to use. But the Sean Porter, man. Honestly, bro, it's not a word that I didn't agree with. Not one word. It's not one word that Bob Arum said that I felt like, oh, you know what, Bob, you're wrong. You know what, Bob, you're wrong. I only believe Bud only had one big fight at welterweight. I don't believe that Bud had one big fight at welterweight, and that was his first fight for the Jeff Warren fight. I believe Jeff Warren was his only big fight at welterweight. I don't think it's far fetched to say Crawford has not had a big fight at welterweight. He had some good fights at welterweight. He had some good fights at welterweight, but a big fight, not yet. Not yet. I think Earl had a big fight at welterweight. I mean, I guess Mikey Garcia killed Brook 36,000 in stadium over there in Sheffield. You know what I'm saying? But the biggest fight and the one that both guys can make the most money makes the most money is goddamn each other. Who on Bud resume is a bigger name than Sean Porter? The dude that beat Sean Porter, SUK boxing. Ain't from the UK. You got a dude that beat Sean Porter from the UK. You know what I'm saying? My stream tripping. The stream is tripping. Sound messing, but let me fix that shit again, man. I knew that shit was gonna mess up. As soon as I brought that nigga on. Yo, mic check. Sound bad, sound good. I'm back. How I sound. Smart money. Talk to your boy. Let me see. Yo, smart money, talk to me, big dog. Can you hear me? Yo, smart money. Yo, smart. Can't hear the nigga, smart money. Oh, my bad. My bad, smart. Hold on. Smart money, talk to me.
Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, Mike, man?
Chilling, man. What's going on with you?
We all good, man. You sounded a bit fanboyish, but we gonna let you off with it.
What you mean, fanboys?
You sounded a bit fanboyish, Mike, man.
Talk to me, man. Like explain to me what I said that was fanboys.
Why can't Bud fight Porter?
I've never said that Bud can fight Porter. I never said that.
Why are we saying it can't sell? Like, I don't get it.
I'm saying I agree with Bob, like saying that it's not a big fight. I mean, I don't. Do you think it's a big fight for the casuals?
So do you think Spencer and Bud's a big fight for the casuals?
Yes,
like
sir.
A mega fight?
Yes, sir.
How much pay-per-view does it do?
I would think nigga close to $1 million.
What?
Yeah, I believe it.
Come on, Mike, man. You don't,
bruh.
Mike.
Smart money. Listen to me, smart money.
No.
Smart money, please, right quick. One statement. I believe that it outsells Wilder Fury too. 850,000. I believe it does better than that.
I don't see it, Mike. I don't see that.
Why not?
Because Bud's profile is on zero.
It's the biggest fight in boxing to be made.
It's the best fight in boxing, not the biggest.
The biggest fight in boxing to be made, man.
No. Fury, Joshua is the biggest fight in boxing.
Bro, I'm telling y'all just don't know, man. The welterweight division is that glamour division, man, that everybody knows and talks about. And like Max always says, we never really had two guys at the peak, at undefeated, right here, right now, like we have now. And I feel like this is going to be one of the biggest fights in boxing.
But I think there's some things that Bud needs to do before it becomes the biggest fight. Like, he needs to be a Porter and be matching what Spencer's doing.
What does Porter give you? What is Porter gonna bring to Bud that's gonna make him bigger? To the casual fan. I think the casual fan.
Listen, this is what I think.
We all know like the success of boxing events depends on the casual fan.
All right, Mike, let's listen to me. Hear me out. Hear what I've got. Spence and Crawford have got two different styles, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Spence is more of a breaky down type of fighter.
My bad,
but Crawford has got that something special that he can stop you at any moment, any time of the fight. And if Porter, like, come on, like, it's a bigger fight already.
All right, man.
I need to know that that Bud can do that to Spence.
Why do you need to know that, man?
I'm not
understanding, bro. Like, I'm not understanding, bro. Like, what is Sean like? Please make me understand why you feel like Bud has to go through Sean in order to get to Earl.
My honest opinion, right now, if Spence fights Bud, this is what I honestly think will happen. I think Spence will pressure Bud. Bud will catch him with a few counters, but after a while he'll just get drowned and beaten up. But if he goes against Porter and he shows me something different.
If you believe that, why not just make the
That's what I believe.
Why not? So why wait? Go get him now.
Well, what's the point of that? Like, why am I going to put on my time all the way to America?
A belt the point. What do you mean? A belt is the point.
What about me for the fan? I want to see a good fight.
Come on, smart money, man. Ain't no fight gonna be better than goddamn me Earl and Bud at welterweight.
That's what everyone said about Mayweather and Pacquiao. and it was just an easy fight for Mayweather, like I thought it was going to be.
It might be an easy one for Bud. Then. Who knows?
I think it'd be an easy one for Spence, but
All right, Smart Money. Anything else you want to say, man? I got my guy Liz Low finna come on.
let Liz Low on, man. Shout out Liz Low. I want to see what Liz Low got to say.
And Smart Money, you can stick around because I'm sure Liz Low gonna say something that's gonna have you chopping at the fucking.
I won't be triggered.
Yeah. So Liz Low, man, go ahead and unmute Smart Money. Do me a favor and just mute for me.
Hey, what's that? Shout out to Smart Money, man. Shout out to everybody in the UK, man. Ever since I found out y'all fuck with y'all, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, man. Big up man. Real quick, man. On behalf of all the Americans, bro, we apologize that we ain't treating AJ fight with like a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do my part. You know what I'm saying? I like AJ. I feel like every time he fight, it should be a big event because the guy is that global, you know what I'm saying, star for the heavyweight division, and he's the one that really moved the needle. I'm saying he can sell out anywhere. We seen him at the UK. We seen him at MSG. We seen him in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to AJ and big ups to UK boxing. Go ahead, Liz.
Oh yeah. So it's funny we finna kind of disagree. Well, not disagree.
Let's go.
I like the Sean Porter fight, and this is the reason why. Okay, first off, we gotta remember, no matter what Bud do, it ain't gonna count. Let me say that first. So, being that Sean Porter seems like the person that everybody wants thus far, other than Spence, it's like, why not take it? For Bud, it's like, even though he gonna be in a lose-lose situation as always, but he will beat Porter. He will beat Porter even better than Earl did. People not gonna understand Bud. He said this himself. They ain't gonna understand him till he gone. But when Bud beat Earl, we gonna see what everybody got to say then. But I ain't gonna push too far because that's down the line. Hopefully, the end of next year sometime or whatever. But yeah,
it ain't about if he should fight him. I'm not saying that he shouldn't fight him at all. I'm not putting that out there in the atmosphere. I'm just saying okay. I agree with Bob. It is a great fight. This is Bob quote. It's a great fight. Ain't nobody saying that shit. Everybody just saying, you know what I'm saying? Bob said he won a big fight. It's a great fight, but it's not a big fight. I agree with that. I don't think Sean. What happened? What Earl Spencer say about Sean Porter? He can't set out a family picnic. Bob sees that. Man, hold on real quick. Bob sees what Sean Porter and guys did out there in fucking Carson, California in the Stub Hub. Wasn't nobody there. Wasn't nobody there. They outside fighting in the fucking cold. Like what's going on? Like for real. And the only reason they fought at Barclays Center when he fought Danny is because he fighting Danny. Danny does good numbers at Barclays no matter who he's fighting. So Sean Porter is not a big fight. I agree with that. But I also agree it's a great fight. Go ahead.
Okay. I see how you saying it. Okay, I got you. Hey, that's your opinion, Mike. I think it'll be a good fight because what's that nigga name? Well, you said you ain't disputing that part. But yeah, because Porter he gonna give you some good shit. But I'm just telling people how Bud gonna make him look. So in the end, what I'm saying, after he beat Porter, it's gonna be some bull. Oh, Bud should have did it. Bud should have did. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. So again, it's gonna be a lose-lose for Bud. But Bud can't do nothing but fight for whoever in front of him until we finally get this Earl Spence or that Manny Pacquiao fight, man. But to keep him, because I want him to stay busy. I don't want him to sit around. So I'll take that Porter fight. Tell Porter bring his ass on. He yapping at the mouth. So let's get it cracking now. That's how I feel about it.
Man, look, man. I like Sean Porter. I'm not saying that Sean Porter is not a good fight for Bud and all this shit. Only thing that I'm saying is not like a big fight. What's your Skype, Mike? My Skype is pinned right there at the top of the chat, man. You can't miss it. It's pinned top of the chat. But yeah, man, it's not striking me as like the way people are clamoring for this fight. It don't strike me as being authentic. It's like they just want him to fight Bud because he gave Earl a tough fight. With no same dudes was saying Earl was gonna knock out Sean Porter. It just don't feel authentic to me.
Well, and that's about the best we can do right now till we get the fight. You fight people he don't fought. You whoop their ass better than what he did. I mean, because at the end of the day, man, we just want, like you said, Mike, and I'm glad you say that shit, bro. I don't care nothing about what these folks getting for money. I just want to see these folks get in the ring, bro. They keep talking about Hearns and goddamn Hagler and shit. Like, Charlotte, if you gonna get that type of comparison, bro, y'all gotta step that. They gotta step that shit up. Now, I understand Earl. You know, he taking probably life a different way now. You know what I'm saying? Some car accident or whatnot, but bro, just say what you want. You know, like, let me get Pacquiao out of the way, then Bud next. Or let me get Bud next, then Pacquiao. But everybody want Pacquiao, and we know this. So again, like I say, we need to find out what the fuck Pacquiao doing. Because Pacquiao, you holding up the train, bro. Straight up. You holding up the train. People trying to figure and guess. People doing shows, wondering what Manny gonna damn do. Don't nobody know. Manny need to say something. He putting it out there like he want to fight Earl.
Hey, hold on, New Money. I'm gonna bring you on next, man. Push mute, New Money.
But yeah, that's my goal. But go ahead, New Money.
All right, New Money, talk to me, bro.
Money on top of money. What's going on, man?
Man, you already know, man. Talk about this Bud and goddamn me, Bud and motherfucking Sean Porter that everybody's seeming to want now.
Listen. I've been listening from the start, Mike. I know what's going on, and right now you gotta slow down, Mike. Man, you gotta quit. I respect you, but right now I can't really follow what you're saying, bro.
Okay, explain to me why.
And I'm gonna explain to you why, and I'm gonna come with facts, right?
Okay.
Because I'm a man. I'm a man of facts, right? So, all right. Previously, you was on another show, right? Okay. Where you was a co-host, right?
Okay.
Obviously, the Boxing Voice, right? I don't want to give them too much play. Obviously,
big up to the Boxing Voice. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. Right now on the Boxing Voice, I think you might have been there. Nothing really passes me, Mike. Right? I'm very switched on. I'm very clued up. Right? Bob Arum came on the Boxing Voice, right? Am I right or am I wrong? He called the man Shane Porter, right? Was you still there at that time?
I think I was. Yeah, I was.
Okay. Now, so now you're on my wavelength. He came on the show and he said the only person we are interested in fighting on the PBC roster, if it is not Errol Spence, is Shane Porter. Obviously, we know he's talking about Sean Porter. Am I right or am I wrong?
Okay.
So he said, I'm not going to quote him verbatim, but obviously, basically, what he was basically saying is he put on an electrifying fight with Spence, and that would be the only person that would generate money worth fighting Terence Crawford. So why has it now changed all of a sudden? I'm not really understanding this.
Can I answer you?
Go on. Tell me.
What's going on right now everywhere in the world?
It's a pandemic.
There you go. That's what changed.
So because there's a pandemic, suddenly Sean Porter is not a competitor for Terence Crawford.
Sean Porter wouldn't bring in the buys that Earl Spence or Manny Pacquiao would. And
look.
Mike, you asked me a question, right? And
okay, all right.
What has Bob been telling you for the past 2.5 weeks?
All right, Mike.
He's doing well with Terence Crawford. He is losing money with Terence Crawford.
Yeah, he wants to cash out.
Real quick. Last question. If you are losing money with a person and you have to pay them a mandatory minimum and you have no gate, do you really want to risk putting on a Sean Porter fight that you probably won't even break even with?
All right, Mike. Of course not. As a businessman, the aim of the game is always to make money. Of course. But Mike, let's be honest. Danny Garcia is on PBC. Manny Pacquiao is on PBC. Errol Spence has declared, okay, my next fight is with Danny Garcia. He's ticked off Danny Garcia. So obviously, the next go-to for him and what makes sense for the whole PBC banner is to fight Manny Pacquiao. So if he gets that fight, where does that leave Crawford? Who's Crawford going to fight? Is he going to go into the Spence fight, not having a tune-up fight? Because it's going to look bad for him if he does. And if he takes a year out. So who is next to fight? Tell me, man.
Honestly, New Money, that's a good question, bro. That's a good question. Like, I'm looking out there, man, and honestly, man, I know y'all might want to, you know what I'm saying, say I'm funny, but history gonna remember this, you know what I'm saying, like this. I would rather him fight Keith Thurman than fight Sean Porter.
Okay. All right. I mean,
history.
That's
Cause like right now we living in the moment. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, people gonna be like, oh, he fought Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman beat Danny Garcia. Sean Porter only had one loss at welterweight to Manny Pacquiao. He was a unified. He was the top dog in the division at one time. We ain't never called Sean the top dog. We ain't never called him the top dog. And who gonna sell a pay-per-view better and can possibly generate more money? Keith Thurman coming out 600,000 with Manny Pacquiao and got a mouth on him, or Sean Porter who dressed funny.
Okay. As a businessman, yeah, I will think to myself, well, Sean Porter's just set up a podcast, right? And Sean Porter is running commentary for the PBC, and he's doing various side shows for the PBC. So I will think to myself, well, the general public know this guy.
His socks getting more goddamn attention than his commentary getting. What we talking about, man? Look at his socks.
Yeah. Okay. We're not talking about that. We're talking about business, yeah, because he is announcing himself more to the world, like when he's doing these shows. So everyone's getting used to him. He's commercializing himself to the public. So obviously you would say to yourself, well, I've seen him here. You know, your mom could be watching the telly and he's like, oh, I've seen this guy. What show was he on? Oh, their mom. He does commentary on so on, so on, and so forth. So, I'm keen to watch this guy fight now. Sean Porter has an interesting style. There is no one that's been in the ring with Sean Porter and giving him an easy night.
Let me ask you a question. So do you think that I am underestimating Sean Porter's value?
Yeah, of course, definitely, 100%. Because you gotta look at it like this, Mike. If Pacquiao and Spence gets announced, which it's looking like it, who does Terence Crawford fight? Who's the option? You say Keith Thurman? Okay, cool. That's legit. But who else?
I don't know, man. Like, honestly, bro.
And don't get twisted. Sean Porter comes to fight every fight, and you know you're not gonna have an easy night with Sean Porter, and you know that guy's gonna put his life on the line, and you know if he gets hurt, he's still coming. How more fan friendly can you get?
Man, bro. Honestly, man, it's not going to draw or garner the same level of attention, though. I hear you what you're saying. I need to see what kind of views Sean Porter and Sebastian Formella did. If they did,
okay, Mike.
1 million views or 1.5, then okay, I can maybe get with that. But if he did, if he fought on Free Fox and he couldn't do 1 million with Sebastian Formella, then what you're saying is not going to give me a clear indication on if Sean's going to bring that extra to the thing. Like, I agree. And what I've been saying from the beginning, it's a great fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight for the welterweight division. It's a good fight for the hardcore boxing fans. But when Bob says it's not a big fight, it does not capture the attention of the boxing public, of the casual public, like an Earl Spence and Terence Crawford would. I agree. I don't see what Bob said that is so wrong.
Look, Mike, you got to understand. Terence Crawford and Errol Spence is not the next fight. That's not happening. It's not.
I'm not saying that it is. I'm just saying what Bob pointed out. Bob didn't say it was next. Do I need to put the damn quote on the screen for you guys so you guys can actually read it? Let me read it one more time. No. Let me read it one more time.
Go on.
A great fight. Okay, when Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford was brought up during the interview, Bob said, "A great fight, but it's not a big fight. It's not a fight that really piques the imagination of the sports fan like Crawford and Spence. Anything else is anticlimactic, like Garcia and Spence was."
Yeah. Okay, but Bob Arum has to actually fathom that that's not the next fight. Errol Spence has cleared his order, and it's possibly looking like he's going to get that order.
If Bob said that there was the next fight, Bob said he's trying to make the fight. He's trying to make the fight.
Well,
go ahead, man.
Well, so what's he going to do then? What's he going to do? If Spence is not the next fight? Who's the next fight then? Who's the next fight?
I don't know. Maybe Pacquiao. Who knows?
Manny Pacquiao, bro. Come on, man. Like, to be frank, I don't know if Manny Pacquiao was in serious talks with Terrence Crawford, if that's true or not. I don't know the blood between Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao now. Is it salty? Is it not? But realistically, from a business point of view, PBC would rather pay Manny Pacquiao more than obviously what Top Rank would do, because it's in-house, so they recuperate all the money. So it will make sense for Pacquiao to stay put.
I guess we'll find out.
So I don't understand it. Like, what, his budget's gonna be off for a whole year? Or you're just gonna throw
best interest for Bud to be out for a whole year, so he ain't gotta pay him.
You're gonna throw in one of these top rank C-level fighters, D-level fighters, and then make him go into a Spence fight. It makes sense. In boxing, we have seen years in
new money.
All right, go on.
Sean Porter got a decision to make. Simple. He got a decision to make. Either he gonna run down the WBO route and get his mandatory and take his percentage, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe they force it to purse bid and Al Heyman can outwit or outpay Bob Arum. That could be an option. Or Sean Porter chooses to say, you know what, I'd rather go with my WBC mandate and fight Errol Spence for those 2 belts. You know what I'm saying? So it's all really going to hinge upon what Sean Porter does next. Because Crawford WBO mandatory was Igas Velasquez, and that was in December of 2019. So it's been over a year since his last time he made a mandatory defense. And Earl mandatory defense, I believe, was Danny Garcia. So maybe Sean Porter, looking at the WBO, since that's up next, maybe you look at that and you go down that route. So it's up to Sean Porter. It's up to Sean Porter, man. Don't blame Bud if the fight don't happen when Sean Porter got all the power.
Sean Porter declared basically on air that, look, out of Spence and Crawford, I'm the mandatory for both of them, and I'd rather fight Crawford because the public hasn't seen that fight, and it's kind of like
what you want to on air is what you would do behind closed doors to get deals done. You can what Gary Russell and motherfucking Devin Haney was talking about for goddamn.
All right,
hold on. Devin Haney and motherfucking Gary Russell was goddamn. He said, "Oh yeah, we hammering shit out. We gonna get this fight going. Yeah, it's our bosses at." Then what happened? Goddamn, Devin fought motherfucking who Devin just fight? Anybody know off the top of your head? Anybody know? I don't know. And I love Devin Haney. I think he's one of the best up-and-coming fighters out here. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, bro, I don't give a damn what a nigga tell me on air. They want to win the fans over. They want to get some goddamn credit. Oh yeah, Sean said this and said that. What you gonna do when motherfucking we ain't looking at you? What you gonna do when the lawyers and managers and promoters get into it? Are you gonna stick by them words, or are you gonna be like, nah, bro? You know what? Man, we're gonna just say, man, they want to try to play ball. Go ahead.
All right, Mike.
Last Ghost, man. I'm gonna give you like 2 minutes, man, but then we're gonna get back to Liz Lowe, and then we're gonna end this show.
Can I rebuttal you, please?
Go ahead, man. 2 minutes, all you.
All right. So look, Sean Porter has a choice, right? He's got Errol Spence as mandatory, or he's got Crawford as mandatory. But guess what? If a mandatory, sorry, a unification out trumps a mandatory, right? Am I right or am I wrong?
Go ahead.
Okay, so if Spence chooses to fight Pacquiao, or sorry, Pacquiao chooses to fight Spence, that fight gets made. Sean Porter's never ducked no one. Who's Sean Porter ever ducked? All right, he was kind of edging away from Errol Spence, but eventually he fought Errol Spence. I don't think
Porter I never said Sean Porter ducked anybody though.
Nah, but I just don't think, like, if he wants to activate that the mandatory, I think that's the way it's going. And if it doesn't happen, then it's funny money on Crawford's side, to me, in my opinion.
Funny money, it's a percentage. You are the WBO mandatory, so you get I believe 25% or something like that. That's what you look at. So either you're gonna take that, or you're gonna tell Al, can we beat him at a purse bid? Can we beat him at a purse bid? Those are the only two options.
Yeah, no, most definitely. But what? So what happened to Bob Arum coming off the phone at the Boxing Voice, and he said he was going to call Kenny Porter, and Kenny Porter said, "We've never ever got a call from Bob Arum."
I'm not at the Boxing Voice no more, bro. I don't know, my nigga. What you want me to say? I don't know what goes on between Kenny Porter and Bob Arum. I don't know.
I'm just playing devil's advocate, because he was saying that he wanted to fight with Sean Porter. All of a sudden now he don't want to fight with Sean Porter. He was meant to make the call to Kenny Porter. He didn't make the call to Kenny Porter. We still haven't seen
Bob say he don't want to fight, man.
We still haven't seen Bud in the ring with.
I'm sure haven't seen Bud in the ring with anyone.
With anyone that's over B level.
I am showing you the quote on the screen what Bob said. At no point during that interview did Bob say he don't want to make the fight. He said it's a great fight. That's what he said. You quit putting words in Bob Arum's mouth.
Okay, but it doesn't make business sense. But what I'm saying is,
he didn't say that either. He said it's not a big fight.
But this is what he's getting at. It ain't gonna sell, basically. Yeah, that's what he's getting at. But what I'm trying to get at is probably gonna be Spence and Pacquiao. So who's Bud gonna fight? That's gonna generate the money.
Real quick, the money. If you're calling me on Skype, man, you gotta have a name. You gotta have a name in order for me to add you. I can't add you if I can't figure out what the hell your fucking name is. Some of you guys' names say Sid with 1,000 numbers. I can't find that name. But sorry, man, go ahead.
Yeah, so if it's Spence and Pacquiao, then Crawford has to have an elite fight as well to go into the so-called super fight. So who's the name?
I don't know. But I agree with you though, Don't New Money. I agree that Sean Porter is a good name. He's a good name. But he's not a big fight though. It's not one of those that's gonna grab the attention like a Crawford Spence would. That's all he was saying. That's all he was saying. For all these channels, I heard doing their narratives and saying that motherfucking Bob don't want to fight. Bob never said that.
Yeah, but okay, Mike. Yeah, all right, cool. You put your business hat on now. Who generates the money? Keith Thurman done pay-per-view with Pacquiao. Pacquiao held the pay-per-view, right?
Okay, but you can say the same thing
Sean
about
Porter
Earl,
done.
though.
Sean Porter done pay-per-view with Errol.
You can say the same thing about Earl, man. Come on, man.
Errol carried the pay-per-view. That's correct.
Okay.
But who else out there is there? Realistically, Danny Garcia, he done the pay-per-view with Errol Spence. But Danny's what's good now, right now in the welterweight.
Oh, wow. Oh,
whoa. Unfortunately.
So, hold on. Danny's good now?
Unfortunately, he is.
So he on the same level. He'll kill Brook now.
I mean, do you know what? It's sad because Danny Garcia, to me, is world class, right?
You boxing fans,
but
boy. Y'all not real fans, man.
It's quite evident.
Wait so quick. Y'all throw him
No,
away.
no, Mike. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm getting at. Right, Danny Garcia to me is world class. Right, but he's at a tough place in his career because it's like he's too good for C-level fighters. He's too good for B-level fighters. He's an A-level fighter, but he can't beat the elite. So it's like, where does he go? It's like, what do I do? I can beat the C-level, I can beat the B-level, I can beat A-level, but I can't beat the A-stars. On 3 occasions, he's faced Keith Thurman. He lost.
Keith Thurman. You rematch, goddamn me, Sean Porter. You maybe even
come on. That Keith Thurman fight with Danny Garcia, that weren't as close as people make out to be.
No. It wasn't at all. Hey, Keith Thurman actually took out the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly. That Sean Porter fight though, it could have went either way to me.
Right. But yeah, man, I ain't no money, man. Let me go back out to my boy Liz Low right quick. Cause damn, we've been going for like 5-10 minutes, man. Liz Low, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sitting over here thinking, bro, maybe Bob up to his old shenanigans, man. Maybe he trying to throw dish salt, but really, you know what I'm saying, trying to do some shit on the back end. You feel me? Like, I'm going to keep dissing Bud. I know people fuck with Bud. And I'm going to keep saying the fight I don't want. Maybe Bud will go against the grain and get the fight that I don't really want. But, hey, man, at the end of the day, though, that damn Bob, boy, you're true. I want to see the Porter fight. I want to see it personally. Me, I just want that'd be another PBC dude out the way to get closer to Earl. Cause we gotta fight somebody until we fight Earl later this year.
Y'all gotta understand how Bob is looking at Terrence Crawford now. He ain't looking at him as an asset no more. He looking at him as a date on the calendar that it's an L on that motherfucker. A big ass L on that bitch. Cause as long as there's a pandemic, let me
okay.
As long as there's a pandemic, I'm taking an L on that day because I signed a bad contract that gave this man a mandatory minimum. So I gotta say I want Earl. I gotta say I want Pacquiao. Those are only fights that I can recuperate some money from. Any other fight, I can't do it.
Okay, now check this, Mike. So say Pacquiao pick Earl. What do Bud do?
What? Nah, it ain't what Bud do. What Bob do? What Bob do?
Correct. What Bob do?
Bob got to pay this man no matter who he fight a minimum guaranteed. So Bob thinking, goddamn, what I'm going? Do I gotta keep Thurman? He want $10 million? Shit. Can you sell the fight? Can you sell the fight, Keith? God damn.
Well, Keith will sell it. Keith will sell it because Keith will bring out that other side of Bud. Now, and you know, once that side get crunk, it's something.
And that's why I say Keith Thurman name so much, man. Keith Thurman's
and I'm okay, Keith, but Keith gotta come in shape, man. He gotta come for real. I don't want him coming for no payday. That's my problem with Keith, man. He on that shit now, and when they start getting on that money shit, it just like, bro, come on and fight.
Bro, name me one dude who was fighting Bud who didn't look like he was in the greatest shit of his life. Kevin Velasquez looked like he was goddamn me rocked the fuck up. Kell Brook looked like he was goddamn me a new nigga. Benavidez goddamn me looked slim to goddamn me had that took Bud goddamn me 12 rounds. The only nigga that I believe at welterweight to take Bud to the fucking 12th round. You know what I'm saying? Like Bud, like these dudes getting tip top for Bud, and I don't think Keith Thurman. From what I've seen on Keith Thurman IG now, he kind of taking on, you know what I'm saying, serious. And I feel like if you got a Bud fight, and if you give, and I wouldn't even rush him, I'd give him 4-5 months. Give him 4-5 months. Let him get right. You know what I'm saying? Let him get right. And I'm guarantee you're gonna see a good ass Keith Thurman fighting Bud.
Now I'm glad you said that. Now that's all fine and dandy for me. But this is what's gonna happen. I'm telling you, this is gonna happen, Mike. Once he get in the ring with Bud and Bud do him like he do people, then it's gonna be again, like I say, Bud.
He was injured. He the same no more.
Or it's gonna be some bullshit. But that's why I rock with Bud. Cause he I like how he carried himself.
It don't
You know what I'm
matter
saying?
what them niggas say.
They're talking and whispering, but won't nobody come over here and talk to me. You feel me? I went up on Earl, you know, when they had that little one-on-one going back and forth.
It don't matter what them niggas say, bro. It don't matter what them niggas say. Keith Thurman and Terrence Crawford is Dynamite and Nitro hitting each other. The shit gonna explode. And that's gonna translate. And that's gonna translate into pay-per-view buys. And when them buys get up to about 400,000, 500,000, no matter what niggas say, you can't say shit. I got a pay-per-view in my back pocket, 400,000 with Keith Thurman. You can't say nothing to me no more, bro. I don't care what y'all are. He was hurt, injured, 400,000. I don't want to hear none of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So it can happen, bro. In my opinion.
Well, shit. Hey, see, you need to call Bob, get him on the show, Mike.
I reach out to some of everybody, man. I've been reaching out to fucking Luther Bella and shit, man. You know, they busy, like, man. I like, you know, your fucking your consistency, you know what I'm saying, calling every day and shit, but right now, man, we just busy, you know what I'm saying? We just busy. But Lou said, keep calling, man, and one of these days we're gonna get you, you know what I'm saying, interview. And Bob, shit, I have no idea how to get in Bob, you know what I'm saying? I thought I had Bob number from the Boxing Voice, but I ain't got it, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to go ask somebody for it, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of
shit. Well, how about this then? Get Keith on, Mike, since you I feel you on getting him. Go on and get Keith on here, let him say something reckless. You understand? And then we can maybe Bug and turn his attention over there, be like, all right, bet, nigga, let run it.
I will get Keith on the show, man. I ain't on stuff. I will interview Keith with a big ass Bud poster behind me. You know?
Yeah. Like, that'll even do something. He'll get Crunk off that. He's like,
you're right. I'm gonna see, can I reach out to Keith, man? I'm gonna see, can I reach out to Keith?
Yeah, that ass. Do that, Mike. Hype him up. Let him talk Cash Money shit, man. And then Bud gon' hit. He gon' hit.
I've been trying to get Bomac on for the last couple of days, but that nigga ain't camped with Jamil Hair right now. So they got Crawford coming up and shit, so it's tough right now.
Shout out to Bomac, man. I hope I get the chance to rap to him one day, man. I love to talk.
Man. I was gonna try to get him the other day, man, but he ain't gonna answer the phone, you know what I'm saying, when you guys had been on. But New Money, go ahead and unmute, big guy. What's up, man? Talk to me. I don't think New Money, all right, then, you know, I think that might be it for the night, man. Might be it for the night, man. What y'all think, man? I see a lot of people out in the chat, man, saying I'm goddamn me trying to protect Bud or some shit, bro. Like, how am I protecting Bud?
See, that's what I'm talking about, Mike. That's what I'm talking. See, you got people who see shit that type of way. They saying you got them protect them Bud.
But ain't this the same people that said Earl was gonna knock out Sean Porter? Remember, nigga? Do you remember the Boxing Voice? But before that fight, I was the only guy saying what? That's gonna be a tough fight. It ain't gonna play out how y'all niggas think it's gonna play out. Everybody calling me, oh man, Earl by knockout. I'm looking at the paper. I wish I would have kept that shit around here somewhere. I would call all you niggas out. I'm looking at the paper. I'm seeing Earl by knockout like a lot of times. Earl by knockout, but like. Y'all really think Earl gonna knock out Sean Porter? He gonna knock. I guess because he broke eye socket and shit. Everybody thought he was goddamn me. He booped up on Mikey Garcia, beat up on Lamont Peterson, and y'all thought he was gonna do Sean Porter the same way. And nah, bro.
Yeah.
And then, oh yeah, let's see him fight Bud now.
That's what people got to do, Mike. They got to say,
man. Last question in this though. When have the NFC runners-up played in the Super Bowl?
Say it again.
When have the NFC runner-up, the nigga who lost in the NFC Championship, when have they ever played in a Super Bowl? Never. The runner-up never played in the goddamn Super Bowl. Give me Earl, give me Bud. That's our boxing Super Bowl right there. That's all I was saying. Go ahead, brother.
I dig it. I feel you. And I'm with. That's gonna forever be the fight. That's gonna forever be the fight until we get it, bro. It's always, no matter a Bud can fight 6 more people. They could be top 6, but they're gonna be like, yeah, well, When we gonna get the Earl fight? You know what I'm saying? Because we realize what that is. It is our haggling and Hearn. And fans would be very, very upset if we don't get that fight. Because there's no reason for that not to happen, bro. We get some best of the best, cream of the crop, bro. And we want to see them get in the ring and do what the fuck they do. Because Earl got to move up. He going up to 54. You know what I'm saying? Bud, I don't know what Bud going to do. If he become undisputed at 147, he probably going to retire. Or he may go to 154. You know what I'm saying?
Like, bro, I know you've been asking, like, what Bud do next, man. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Like you said, no matter who he end up fighting, man, I'm fucking gonna find a way to. Oh shit, Sean got these many losses and shit. You know what I'm saying? He lost 3 times already. You know what I'm saying? Fourth loss. Oh, well, we already knew who Crawford-Porter was. He's a tough fighter, but he never could get it done. Come on, man. Yeah. I ain't here for the bullshit, man. I ain't here to get nobody leftovers. Give me the nigga who got 1 loss. Give me the nigga who got 1 loss. Who took Manny Pacquiao to a split decision. A legend. Took a legend to a split decision. Come on, man. Give me that dude. Who got knocked down in the first round. And you know what? Nigga big down, nigga started fighting. Who showed enough dog to put off his fucking mouthpiece after a body shot and buy himself some goddamn time and hop around the fucking ring. That's real dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You can laugh at him. That's a dog right there, dog. Most niggas are fucking going down.
And I'm gonna say this. And I'm gonna say this because I believe this. I'm gonna say this because I believe it. Manny could have took Thurman on out, bro. He could have took him on out. But Manny, as he got older, you know, he became more compassionate about shit. You know what I'm saying? If a flower get ran over, he'll try to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? So, bro. I'm just saying, Pacquiao could have ended Thurman. He really could have. But anyway, we're gonna leave that alone. That's in the past. Mike, get Thurman on the show so he can talk his shit. Bud can hear, Bud can respond, and we can get that fight in, Mike. Other than that, it's either that or Crawford-Porter, man.
I feel it.
Oh. But that was up. Appreciate you as always, my guy. You always stand up cat. You know what I'm saying? Even when you, like I tell people, if you ain't going for the other person, you ain't got to disrespect the other one. You know what I'm saying? You going for one, you ain't got to disrespect the other. Because you just good. You feel me? We won't know until they fight.
And we ain't saying shit disrespect about Earl all day, man. Big up Earl. I'm an Earl fan.
No. You know, I just like, you know, that's my thing I like to say to people because, you know, the fans will go crazy. You know,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying I'm an Earl guy too. But when you act like, it's like when you ask somebody who you think gonna win, that because you don't think the person they think gonna win, that automatically make you you don't like Earl.
No, or you a fanboy. Or you're a fanboy.
Come on, man. I'm just giving y'all my fucking perspective, nigga. You asked me a question, right? Can't get mad at my answer. You know what I'm saying?
Can't get mad at that.
God damn. But look, man, I was a pleasure, brother, man. I was a pleasure.
Listen, Mike.
What up, man? Talk to me.
It's no animosity. Obviously, it was just
man. I fuck with you, New Money, Smart Money, H Money, man. Big ups to all the monies out there.
It was just a debate. I felt like obviously I had to put my point across. Those who enjoyed listening to me, I'm a professional gambler. That's what I do. I bet on sports for a living. Yes. You can follow me at Life's a Gamble _101. That's at Life's a Gamble _101. I put predictions out and hit me up, man. We can make some money. I'll make you.
I'll follow him, and y'all know me. I don't follow too many people. Y'all see my little follow.
Hey, can he say it one? Can you say it one more time for me, Mike?
Life's a Gamble.
Life's a Gamble _101. You'll see a whole lot of shit up there, man. Trust me, I'll make you money. Trust me.
Yeah, they really do it, bro. They really do it. I see some areas. I'm like, bro, these niggas been on soccer, boxing. I'm like, they ain't putting down no little money. They putting down real big boy money. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Smart Money. Me
and Smart Money do the business, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to H Money. I don't know where he's at, but shout him out, man.
Oh yeah, H Money over there doing his thing, man. He almost had 5,000 subs, man. H over there doing his thing, man.
I see him getting the Devin Haney interview and shit like that, man.
Yep, he got Devin, he got Bill and shit. So yeah, big ups to H Money, man. Proud of that
Come
man,
on.
man. I'm
It's,
glad to see he you know what I'm saying, kind of like changed his ways and shit, man. So big ups to H Money, man, doing something positive up with himself.
come on, man. Big him up. It's still a money game thing. But Mike, respect, man. Lids, respect, man. Everyone else, respect, love.
Hey, I can't let you leave because I don't know when I'm gonna get you again. How you got AJ?
No,
How
listen,
you
Mike.
no. Quick question. How do you got AJ going this weekend for all my people out there who may want to put some money on AJ?
Well, all right, yeah, all right. It's a tough one because AJ's. We don't know if he's gun shy or not. Like he come into that Ruiz fight. Obviously, he's fighting on the back foot. Pulev is, he's not really a puncher like that, but he can hurt you. But I think AJ will go for the knockout. But it's just because Pulev he's not really on that caliber. But I think it'll be a feel out process. So I think it will go past 5. I reckon it will go past 5, but AJ will get the knockout.
You got AJ
But
knockout.
just because AJ gets a knockout, that's nothing to be happy about. He should be knocking out Pulev. That's route 1. That should be.
All right.
So yeah, man. That's my prediction.
All right, my nigga, New Money, man. Big up to you, brother.
Shout out to everyone, man. Enjoy your night. Love, blessings. Salute.
Liz low, man. Let me know what you get, bro.
Say again.
Let me know what follow you at.
Oh, shit, yeah, hey, man. Dub Fans Corner, DAFANSCORNER. You know what I mean? I'm on Twitter, I'm on IG, and I'm on YouTube. Now, I don't have a lot of videos, but I do have some up, so y'all more than welcome to go check them out. I'm getting more active. You know what I'm saying? I got some things in the work, so yeah, just fuck with me, man. And I do stuff for the fans. So it's actually like videos of the fans talking, giving they output or on whatever. So input, should I say? But I appreciate y'all. The Fans Corner, aka Liz Low, man.
Already, big dog, man. Thank you, homie.
Salute.
What up, big dog? What up, man? You been called like a motherfucker, man. Talk to me. D-Nice.
Mike, what it do?
What up, D-Nice? Oh, okay. Man,
What's going on?
Yeah. I don't know why your fucking name wasn't popping up, man, because I was like, who is this? I was trying to add you, but it just said live F7 shit, so I was like, damn, I don't know who that is. So I couldn't add you, but go ahead, D-Nice.
Man, I was listening, man. Smart Money, man, he makes some good points sometimes, or was that New Money? Which one was that you was talking to?
That was New Money right there, baby. That was New Money.
New Money makes some good points sometimes, man, but he seemed like he was doing a lot of pussyfooting around what the actual topic was, man. Is this a big fight? No, it's not a big fight. It's a great fight. I wouldn't mind seeing it, but I would much rather see him and Spence. Outside of Spence fighting Pacquiao, I don't understand what's so obvious about Spence fighting Pacquiao. He hasn't fought him yet. So one tweet and now it's a go. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't get it either, man. I guess they interpret it as him tweeting at the time of Spence's victory and him saying that he got a renewed fire for the sport and all this other shit, man. Maybe they just correlating it with the timing of Earl Spence, man. I don't see it though. I don't see it. Just like y'all confirm it though. Hello? Yeah, I don't know what happened right there, nice because I heard myself in the background at first, and I was just like, "What's going on?" He.S. Coney, D. Young. Let me. D. Nice, turn me down in the background, man.
How it sound now?
It sounds great.
Okay.
And my bad.
Hey, quick question, man. How you change the name on the Skype?
I got it now.
Okay.
Let me try to add these guys back up. They had called, and I didn't know who it was either. So let me try to get them back on right quick. But go ahead, D-Nice.
Yes, I was just saying with new money, it's like he keeps saying it's obvious that Spence don't get the Pacquiao
Hey,
fight.
hold on. ES Acuna, push mute. I'm gonna come to you next, all right?
All right.
Go ahead, nice. Sorry about that,
Yeah,
bro.
he's saying how obvious it is, but it's not that obvious because it really don't appear like Pacquiao want to fight either one of them guys. So with that being on the table, who is Spence going to fight if it's not Pacquiao? Because that fight isn't a foregone conclusion. And Porter clearly said, I like the Crawford fight, but then he brought the business into it because he brought up the separate sides of the street. And he was mandatory before Crawford's fight. Before Spence's fight. He had the opportunity to invoke his mandatory with Crawford. He said, I'm going to weigh my options. That's what he said. And he has yet to accept the Crawford mandatory. So Porter being a viable option right now is really more of a 50-50 instead of a foregone conclusion. But the topic was it a big fight? No, it's not. Everybody believed it when Spence said it.
Yeah, man. I was exactly, and that was my point. Like everybody believed it when Spence said Sean Porter couldn't sell out a family barbecue. Like everybody made videos about it, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, he's right. Like, what's the difference when Bob said?
Right. See, they pick and choose what they want to believe with Bob. When Bob said he was losing money on Crawford, that's the gospel. They took that and ran with it. When Bob said that he was the one that blocked the Pacquiao fight, they took that and ran with it. That was the gospel. But now he say Sean Porter's not a big fight, and it's that lying ass Bob again. It's like, come on, man, you can't pick and choose when you want to believe this dude. Either you don't believe it or you do. If you believed him all the other times, then what the fuck is going on now?
That's true, man. That's true, bro.
I never understood that.
Go ahead.
They so selective with Bob there. Yeah, he got a reputation for lying, but so do all the motherfucking promoters.
Yeah.
But when he sounds like he's telling the truth, they want to buck the system. But I understand, you know what I'm saying? Spence got his fans, Crawford got his fans. The real fans, the real Spence fans, not the fanboys, want to see Spence in there so he can whoop Crawford and end all the debate about who is the best at 147. And that's the same way with the Crawford fans. They want Crawford in there so you can end the debate. Anybody else champion for any other fight over the Spence versus Crawford is a fanboy, period.
I agree, my nigga. I agree. All right, D Nice. I'm gonna go out to ES Acuna right quick, man. He been waiting on.
I'm gonna tap out, man. I'm gonna tap out, man. I'm gonna catch you later.
All right, big dog, man. Thank you for always supporting the channel, brother.
All right.
ES Acuna, man. Talk to your boy, man. I know you above the tractor, so go ahead. It's on you.
Well, for me, I what I don't like is the inconsistency. It ain't about hating on Bud or any fighter. It's inconsistent messaging. If you go back when Bob Arum made the Amir Khan fight with Bud and Amir Khan, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said, "Oh, we tried to get Danny Garcia, and Danny didn't want it, so this is why we had to do Amir Khan." Mm-hmm. Who won the fight between Porter and Garcia?
Porter
won, right? Mm-hmm. So why is Top Rank messing with Danny Garcia's name when Porter won the fight? And everybody wants, and Bud is all about belts. Why did he go and give Khan all that money?
I guess they was trying to get a big fight, big name.
So you're trying to get a big name. So it's not about the belts then. It depends, right?
I mean, honestly, when you're looking at that fight, it was already like a foregone conclusion that people.
It was not. It wasn't though.
Man. So
Bud fought Jose.
So you think after Sean Porter won that belt,
Yeah,
PBC was gonna let Sean Porter go fight?
that's not what I. No, it doesn't matter what PBC. I'm trying to understand. Top Rank is telling us, Bud is telling us, it's all about chasing belts. Why did they go for Danny Garcia?
Because they
Why
know
they send
the business, man? Why go after Sean Porter when you know PBC about to make Sean Porter versus Errol Spence?
They didn't though. They made Sean Porter and Ugas. They didn't make Errol Spence.
I thought Ugas and
So
Sean
I'm saying,
Porter, I thought Ugas and Sean Porter fought after Danny Garcia.
No, Ugas fought Sean Porter after he beat Danny Garcia, and then he went to Errol Spence.
No, he didn't.
No, I promise you he did. I mean, this is not.
No, he didn't.
You can use Wikipedia. It's not that hard.
Yeah, dude. He normally right these nights. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I thought it was the other way around.
So this is what I'm saying with inconsistent messaging. So now you tell me Kell Brook, we made the Kell Brook fight, but we don't. Sean Porter is not worth our time because he don't have a belt. Keith Thurman don't have a belt, but the Kell Brook fight is fine. Does that see what I'm saying? Things are inconsistent. You sit here and tell us Sean Porter can't sell, but Errol Spence and Sean Porter sold. So why can't, if Crawford should deserve 50-50, why can't that fight sell? It doesn't make sense. It's inconsistent.
I don't think
it's inconsistent. If you're telling me, oh, it's a pandemic, right? You can't do Porter versus Bud. It's a pandemic. Okay, then why can Spence versus Crawford happen? He never said that
he couldn't do it though. Like that's what you guys are like.
Okay,
are taking
so why is the article saying Spence versus Garcia was anticlimactic? What's the point of saying that? What's the point of shitting on the fight if you're saying?
Was he lying though?
I'm saying, what's the point of saying that but to shit on the fight?
He wasn't shitting on it, bro. Like it was a foregone conclusion. I was on my show telling y'all Danny wasn't gonna do nothing. Danny ain't have a chance. Danny gonna lose. It's only one question out there. One question. And that question's gonna be answered as soon as round 1, 2, 3 happen. Can Earl take a punch? Oh, he good. It's over.
This whole discussion has been about if the fights can make money, if it's a big money fight. If he's gonna keep
fight, yes.
Okay, so if Errol and Porter can make money, and obviously it did because PBC wanted to go to another pay-per-view right after that one, so they must have liked the return.
With Earl,
if Earl can do that,
Earl is the common denominator between all these pay-per-views on PBC.
I agree. So
Sean
this is what I'm saying.
Danny got one, and Mikey got one.
Okay, this is what I'm saying though. So if Earl can do it and it can sell and be successful, why can't Crawford? You sit here and say Crawford and Spence is 50-50, and Bud saying I want 60-40, but why can't he sell? Why is Bob Arum saying he can't sell?
Maybe Bud's mandatory minimum is bigger than what the minimum that fucking Earl and Sean received.
So you're saying Bud makes more money? It will make too much money. That's why he can't afford it. Versus, you think Bud is making more money than Errol Spence right now? I'm saying, do you think
he didn't take into consideration that a global pandemic was going to happen and just kill his gate, just kill his concession?
What would kill his gate?
So hold on, let me ask you a question now. Why would you go after the guy who did 300,000 with Errol Spence and not go after the guy who did 600,000 with? Pacquiao?
Wait, you saying why shouldn't they go after Manny Pacquiao? Is that what you're saying?
No. Why shouldn't they go after Keith Thurman?
Oh, Keith Thurman tried, and everybody shit on him, right? He just did an interview and said, I went to negotiate. I never asked for $10 million.
Yeah.
Bud is lying on me.
He said, make me an offer. I seen that interview, but I was just.
So he went to Top Rank, and Top Rank immediately went to the blogs.
I don't think he went to Top Rank.
Arum said that. Arum said he went and asked for too much money. And then everybody ran with the Thurman priced himself out, right? There's always something. Everybody else can make fights, but all of a sudden there's always something with Top Rank. Before, when you were on the Boxing Voice, you said After the Khan fight, Arum said, I'm not putting Bud on pay-per-view unless it's Spence or Crawford, right?
He should never put him on paper. And what did I say? What did I say before the Khan fight even was announced? It should not be on.
What'd you say?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be on pay-per-view.
It shouldn't be on pay-per-view.
Okay.
I was consistent.
No, that's real. I understand that, but I'm saying, so this a lot of this narrative is, PBC guys are avoiding Crawford. They don't want to fight him. They don't want to do this.
I've never said
Bob,
that.
I'm talking about the narrative and the inconsistencies. That's what I'm saying. None of this is connecting. So are they ducking him, or you don't think you can make money? He came out and said, I lost 3 on the last 3 Crawford fights. Yeah. What are the last 3 Crawford fights that he lost money on? Think about it. What are his last 3 fights? Mean Machine, Brooke, and Khan. So you're telling me that guys are ducking him. This is why we're fighting these guys. But now you're complaining about fighting these guys, and you're not making offers to the people that you're saying are ducking you. How can they duck you if you're not trying to fight them? You get what I'm saying? There's a disconnect.
See, that's where a misconception is too. Sean Porter holds all the power, man. If he says he wanted WBO mandatory, they got to capitulate, right or wrong.
Okay.
So what are we arguing about?
Why you think Arum would come out and say,
if the fight don't happen, it's on Sean Porter. It's on Sean Porter. Simple as that.
It's never. Crawford don't have to do anything but just sit there. Everybody else has to fight all the top guys, and Crawford don't have to do nothing.
He has a Coney. No, he does not. Sean Porter simply has to say, I am taking my WBO mandatory. Now we got to fight. So me and you arguing back and forth is absolutely irrelevant. If Sean Porter gets on this podcast, you know what, my YouTube people? Wrong with this. I am taking my WBO mandatory spot. It will kill every discussion we having right now. Sean Porter holds all the power.
No. My discussion is bigger than that. It's about inconsistency. Y'all, it's just not what's going on. What's been going on for years with Top Rank has been bullshit. They've been selling bullshit to everybody.
He want to fight Earl, man. That's what he want. He want Earl, and he want goddamn.
But you can't fight C-class fighters in the interim and then say I deserve this.
Why come you can't? Oh, motherfucking daughter calling me and shit, man.
What?
Hey,
that's
baby,
what I'm saying.
Let me call you right, baby girl. Okay.
Okay.
Love you. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Cody.
No, I'm just saying, if you can't, you're sitting here saying, I want this guy, right? You can't get that guy. Does that make it okay for you to then fight C-class or B-class fighters in the interim?
What makes them C-class and B-class fighters?
How does that build? If this is supposed to be some mega fight?
What makes them C-class or B-class fighters?
So Mean Machine's best win is what? David the Avanesian?
Yep.
So he's a monster now?
I'm not saying he's a monster, but we ain't seen him.
He's an A-class. I'm saying he's an A-class fighter now?
Sean Porter just fought a fucking C-class fighter.
Yeah, after fighting Ugas, Danny Garcia, and Errol Spence all back to back to back. He can't get a soft.
What is Danny?
Danny's not an A-class fighter now.
Nah. Never been.
So you're saying Danny is worse than Mean Machine now?
I'm not saying,
that's what we're going with.
I'm not saying that at all, but I don't know who wins at welterweight, Danny or Mean Machine. I want to see the fight.
Okay. How about this?
Danny went 10
I shouldn't say. I shouldn't say C class. I should say B class. That's to be fair. Like Mean Machine, top 10, top 15 guy. That's all he's proven so far.
Okay.
I should have said that. I should say.
Danny fought twice for a vacant belt and lost one of those. And
Robert Guerrero.
Yep.
Yeah, he beat Robert.
Yeah, I mean,
and
Robert Guerrero was coming off a split decision, so cool. He beat Robert Guerrero.
Okay,
cool.
Okay, and to be honest,
lost to goddamn me, Sean. Lost to Keith. Lost to Earl. What's Danny's biggest win at welterweight? Like, you give me some.
Robert Guerrero.
Okay, cool.
Robert Guerrero.
Cool. If Robert,
that's a top.
Robert Guerrero makes you an A-class fighter, then Danny's an A-class fighter at welterweight. Now, if you ask me at 140, Danny Danny top 10 of the past decade. At fucking
Okay. But
up.
this is the thing. We could both play this game. If I say, okay, you did great at 140, but you didn't beat a top guy at 147, that's the same thing for Bud. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not an A-class fighter, but he is under the same thing.
We still don't know. We know about Danny.
You're right. We don't know. That's my problem.
We know about Danny.
We don't.
We know about Danny. But right now, Bud is still undefeated and still has that chance of beating Earl Spence.
Listen, we don't know. It's the same reason.
Brook only lost to fucking Gennady.
Come on, don't bring Kell Brook into this. Don't bring Kell Brook into this. We're trying to be honest here. Come on,
I'm being honest with you, bro.
So Kell Brook,
the same Kell Brook, best shape of my entire career.
What is he supposed to say? I'm in shit shape. What is he supposed to say? He's selling a fight.
I don't know. I'm not his trainer. I'm not his MTK Global nutritionist. MTK Global had a whole program dedicated to fucking Kell Brook getting ready for that Errol Spence. For that Bud fight. If you don't believe me, type in MTK Global.
No, I followed it.
Nutrition.
I followed it. I followed it.
So you know.
Let me ask you this, okay? Kell Brook, I've watched his comeback fights, okay? I follow him. He after he lost to Spence, he didn't fight for a year. Mm-hmm. The next fight, he told us he knocked out the Serabchenko, some guy like that.
Serabchenko.
At 154.
No. Rabchenko.
Some Chenko, some type of name like that, right?
Rabchenko. Fucked him up.
Okay. Rabchenko. He said, what did Brook and Hearn said? I was dead at the weight 147. If I fight Spence at 154, I'll beat him. Then the next fight, he took another year off. Then fought the guy that beat up Jeff Horn, Zarafa. Had a war with Zarafa, a guy who was
a tough fight for him.
A B class fighter at 154.
Bro, 154 ain't no joke.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
I've always said Kell Brook is not a 154 fighter. Always said that.
Okay.
He
cool.
is just not disciplined enough to keep his ass in shape between fights. Sort of
like
Keith Thurman.
Okay, I hear you.
But Keith Thurman finds a way to make 147. I give Keith that.
Okay. So then he takes another year off. Fights Mark DeLuca. Who the hell is Mark DeLuca? Who is that?
Never heard of him. Never heard of him in my life.
So in 3 years, he fights 3 lower level guys. Okay. No top fighters, right?
Off. You got to recoup that. Bro, he coming off broken eye sockets, man.
You're not.
He coming off 2 broken eye sockets. He got to
recuperate himself.
He got to get work, but he still got to recuperate himself. He got to make sure that he tip top. Then you go get somebody big time.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. He took 3 years off.
I know the name of the game, man.
When does it
fight? Cherry, big fight. Kell Brook did cherry, big fight. What it is.
They were low-level fights, Mike. You know that.
Bro. Think about it. He coming off Gennady Golovkin, Earl Spence Jr., back-to-back. They're some hard-hitting motherfuckers, man.
I'm not knocking. I think
I need time off, but I still need to get paid.
Kell Brook, to me, if he was 100% healthy, is a very, very good fighter. He
wasn't healthy now.
I'm saying like before.
Like me.
No, you're not. You're cutting me off. I'm saying before he fought Kell Brook, Triple G, like that version of Kell Brook to me is a great. When Spence fought him, he was not all the way himself. I'm not arguing that. This is what I'm saying. You take 3 years off to then drop down to a weight class you told us ever since you lost to Spence that you can't make that weight, that you were drained at the weight. You couldn't make it. When does it make sense for a guy
making the weight, bro?
Okay, but you keep cutting me off.
Pounder. I found out that my power don't carry up to 154 like I thought it would.
But this is the point, right? So when you're an older fighter and you cut weight, you're cutting weight and you're doing something you haven't done in 3 years, everyone has to question your punch resistance. It was before the fight, people were saying if Kell Brook's punch resistance isn't messed up, maybe he'll give a good fight. And it was a good fight. The first time he gets touched, he is concussed across the ring. The same guy. The same guy. Mike, the same guy who went toe to toe with Triple G and ate his shots.
He ran into a jab, man.
He went toe to toe with Triple G and ate his punches.
He was on the back foot, bro. He moved into a fucking punch. He moved into it.
And this is and the larger point is, if you're pound for pound,
real quick, bro, real quick. Kell Brook actually was throwing the right hand and was throwing force behind it and moved into a jab from a right-handed puncher who was standing in a southpaw position.
I saw the fight. I saw what happened.
Is a right-handed, and it wasn't.
I saw what happened.
He's not a jab. It was a hook jab. So it had a little bang on it. It had a little bang on it. And we all know Bud is an expertise at finishing motherfuckers.
Okay. So Bud is a pound for pound level fighter, right? If Canelo had fought a guy coming down in weight after 3 years of fighting at a higher weight and fighting nothing but tunas, do you think people would be happy with Canelo? If Errol Spence fought someone under the same conditions, would you be happy with him? Canelo is fighting Callum Smith. Canelo is fighting Callum Smith.
Did fight somebody under worse conditions.
It was his first title shot, and he was mandatory. He's not
out for how many years? Then one fight, he fought what's the name? Zatichinen, Lipinets, and Earl, right? No. Zatichinen, Broner, Lipinets, and Earl.
What is that? How is that? What is bad about that?
He went up 2 weight classes to fight Errol Spence. That's
no. What I'm saying, someone like Canelo is fighting Callum Smith, and people are giving him shit. Imagine if he took a fight like Kell Brook under those circumstances.
People are giving him shit because we literally just seen Callum Smith lose.
Okay, and what have we seen Kell Brook do? Fight no ones. That's what I'm saying.
Shit.
But he's fighting like he was fighting.
Who
he was fighting Mark DeLuca.
My brother?
Huh?
Who Callum Smith just fight?
What? Say it again. I can't hear you.
Who did Callum Smith just fight?
John Ryder.
What's John Ryder's record overall?
John Ryder is not a good fighter. Callum Smith.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Who did he fight before John Ryder?
Hassan Nadam.
Moving up in weight, right?
Yeah.
So those 2 fights get you a fucking Canelo fight?
Callum Smith is arguably number 1 at 168. I thought he lost, but he's not fighting a shot fighter. Kell Brook is a shot fighter.
Hey,
when there's so many, look at all the options. Look at all the options. Look at all the options he has at welterweight. Look at all the options he has at welterweight. You tell us Keith Thurman ain't worth. Bomac comes out and says Keith Thurman ain't worth our time. I'm not gonna do we all about belts, but you fight Kell Brook.
Man. That's what Bomac does. He talks shit about everybody.
Okay, but he said he don't have a belt. Why are we fighting him?
He said we gonna whoop Earl Spence's ass. He ain't got nothing for us. I'm like, Bomac, really? Earl ain't got nothing for you. Really? That's what Bomac does, man.
All of this stuff is inconsistent, man. It's inconsistent. It's inconsistent. Oh, we're all about belts, but you fight Kell Brook.
I ain't ducking no smoke, bro. But I do get my guy R&B on. I don't want to feel like
okay, I appreciate you letting me come on.
No. I think you want to stay tuned for R&B because he kind of like you. But R&B, man, Mike on you, dog. Mike on you, R&B, man. Acuna, you for me, man. Just me for me, big dog. Go ahead, R&B.
Man, what type of shit I got to pay to cut the line? That shit was long than a motherfucker.
You said what now?
I said, what type of coffee I got to pay for to cut the line?
Oh man, we ain't even got that, man. We just got open discussion over here, man. I might just come up with that though.
Oh yeah, I'm just joking, but nah, Mike is clearly. I mean, this last caller, I'm not going to talk that long because he was putting you in the corner, Mike. And the problem is, nah, you say he's gonna let me talk? Open discussion.
It's all you, man. It's all you, baby. It's all you.
He had you in the corner with the Ugas part. And you try to see what you got to realize Mike is a quality debater. So when he realizes the point is going to expose his fighter, he gonna move on to the next topic. But I think that last caller need to harp on the Ugas fight on why the fuck you wouldn't go after Sean Porter when he had the belt. That's huge. He talking about belts. It's called inconsistency. So yes,
I gotta go back.
and it's not our fault. It's not our fault. It's not our fault that your man is born in paint and hot water grass. That he can't fight a regular fighter and build it up. Floyd used to fight some weird fighters, but you still watch it. Why? Because of Floyd. So it's not our fault that your fighter's just boring as hell. That's the main reason why he talking about losing money is because of him. He's boring. Earl Sprint made a lot of money off of the Sean Porter fight. Why can't you? If you 50-50, yeah, what about that? If you 50-50, man, why you can't make money off the Spence fight? Huh? On the other Sean Porter fight. Why is that? Earl made money.
Man, cause we can't have fans.
Oh Lord, we can't have fans. So yeah, he made money for the Danny Garcia fight.
Who that?
They made money this weekend.
They had fans.
So you can't fight in Dallas?
I mean, maybe Bob could.
You think motherfuckers would come out to Dallas just to root against Bud Crawford?
I don't know, man. That ain't Bud whole time.
All right. It sounds like we just have a whole barrel.
I mean, Canelo and Ryan Garcia can get away with it, but they got a Mexican fan base down there that's gonna support them. Earl can get away with it because Earl is from Dallas, Texas. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting in Cowboy Stadium, a big event. Bud Crawford fighting in Dallas, Texas, or San Antonio. I mean, you can try it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, Sean from New Mexico or some shit like that, right?
I don't know what Sean fought at, man. Sean fought in a bubble with no fans. He fought on PBC fight night on Fox. They ain't have no fans in that bitch.
Hey man, it's cool, bro. It didn't look bad out here for your dude. Like the more and more he talk, the more and more he exposes himself that he don't want to fight nobody. And it's cool. He a permanent cherry picker, and that's what he gonna be known for life. So stop defending the cherry pick and move on, bro.
Why can't he fight Thurman?
Wait, see that? Yeah, well, why he can't fight who?
Keith Thurman one time.
Why? Well, why didn't want to fight Thurman before he had his first loss?
He was trying to fight Thurman. What you talking about?
Huh?
He wanted to fight Thurman. All these guys tell me to get a belt. I got a belt now. What's up?
Belt. Wait, who is Buck Crawford talking about a belt? He ain't that special. He got a top rank belt. We don't respect that.
He got a top rank belt.
Yeah, you're exactly what I said.
Okay.
Who else got WBO belt other than top rank?
Man, boy.
All right.
PBC got Costano finna fight for WBO
belt. One out of a million.
And they got, I believe, Stephen Fulton finna fight for that WBO vacant belt at 122.
If I'm vacant. Look, you hear that?
So both of them PBC affiliated, but it's a top rank belt. All right, cool.
It's a top rank belt. You know exactly what it is. But yeah, I'm off the line. I'm not gonna talk. You need it. What you don't want is that last caller, because the last caller puts you in a place, and you need to talk more about that Ugas fight and why he
ain't went nowhere. And so, and I'm done with. I was just really trying to be cordial to you, my nigga. I wasn't dodging no smoke. You dodged the smoke. I can mute you, I can mute you, my nigga. And go back to
explain the point when he said
real quick.
Explain the point. Why he didn't fight Sean Porter when he had that belt?
I don't know I actually do not know the timeline, so that's a good point.
What you mean?
I don't know the timeline.
What you mean the timeline?
I don't know the date. If I know the dates and shit, then I can look at it and shit. But I ain't really got that much.
It's called Wikipedia. Why do you think Ugas was so mad? He thought he was mad because he lost? No, because he could have got the belt. So you scared that smoke. You're a fanboy. It's cool. Bud Crawford is a permanent cherry picker, and not a cherry picker in a good way. He ain't a Mayweather cherry picker. At least Mayweather went through some dogs and started cherry picking to make money.
Okay.
He didn't go through no dogs.
Okay, RV.
Ain't no okay. Hey, chat. You see, he took my wrench because he's scared of that smoke. I'm hollering.
I took your wrench. Hey, RV. Hey, it's a Coney, man. It's on you, man. RV love.
So this is another thing I wanted to ask. Obviously, The Porter Ugas thing, there's no defending that. That's why there's nothing you can. They pick and choose when to say it's all about belts or it's
I
not.
don't know
They
the
just decide.
timeline, man.
I know the
Ugas get a
timeline.
mandatory shot?
Porter beat Garcia in September or October,
Hold on, let
and
me see.
they talked about Danny. They went and sent some offer to Angel Garcia instead of the guy who won the fight. That's just exactly what happened.
Let me see right
That's
quick.
just facts. But what I wanted to ask about is Errol Spence went to Mike Coppinger and said, Mike Coppinger asked him, what happens if you, Spence and Crawford, what do you think the split would be? He said, I think 60-40 would be fair, but we need.
Okay.
Wait.
Hey.
Wait.
No, ain't no way.
Wait.
Ain't no way. I got evidence. I got evidence right here, y'all. I got evidence right here.
Evidence on what?
According to ESPN Boxing, the title of the article is Ugas move past controversial loss to Porter. On March 9th, in Carson, let me finish. Let me finish this, Akuni. In Carson, California, Ugas, the mandatory challenger, suffered a defeat to title holder Porter. So Ugas was the mandatory. One no fucking negotiating with Bud.
Wait.
No, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
You're not letting me say anything.
Because Ugas was mandatory.
No, he didn't. You're not letting me say anything, right? Okay, this is my point. Errol Spence got in the ring. When Porter beat Garcia and said, "I want to fight him next." Right?
It don't matter what you say.
The WBC is not like that.
The WBC got right. So you think?
No. You're not letting me finish.
Go ahead.
So when the WBC is not like the IBF where they say you must fight your mandatory immediately after you get the belt. You can choose to unify, and they've let you do that before.
Say, man.
No, I'm saying that's boxing. I follow boxing. You know that.
He the mandatory, bro.
I'm saying that don't mean he couldn't. No, but that doesn't mean.
Challenger.
Mike, you're just repeating yourself. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
It was probably already stipulated.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Let me find an article.
It wasn't.
I'm gonna kill him. I know an article out there. I know
you're not letting me. You're just yelling over me. You're not letting me actually make my point. I'm saying. So when Porter and when Spence got in the ring with Porter said that will be the easiest fight to make in boxing. He didn't say, "Oh, I already have to fight my mandatory," because the WBC doesn't work like that. So you can unify again after winning the WBC. It is not like the IBF where you immediately have to fight your mandatory the next fight. Did that stop Errol Spence? Did that stop Errol Spence from getting in the?
You speculate. I don't know that to be fact.
What?
Show me where that is fact to where you don't have to fight your mandatory next.
You don't.
So you don't have to fight.
The IBF you immediately have to. That's why people like Tyson Fury immediately got stripped when he beat Klitschko. When he beat Klitschko, they didn't say, the WBC didn't come out and say, "Oh, you have to fight our mandatory next."
And that's why they gave Kell Brook exception for the Canali fight.
What?
They gave Kell Brook like a exception for the.
Kell Brook fought his mandatory after he beat Porter. Then he fought was it Frankie Gavin or Jojo Dan? I'm pretty sure all of them might have been mandatories because he took so much time off in between them. But I actually don't know. I'd have to check that. But you can unify again. They weren't gonna. I'm saying Errol Spence called out Porter. Why didn't Crawford? If it's about belts, right? Did Errol Spence not call out Sean Porter after that fight?
He called out Sean Porter, but did he get the fight?
I'm not arguing if he got the fight or not. I'm not arguing if Crawford got the fight. I'm arguing if he called him out, if he tried to make something shake.
He called him out, but he had a mandatory defense. Evidently, if Al wanted to make the fight, he would have made Earl and Sean next. But Sean,
Earl was trying to build. He didn't have to. He chose to fight Ugas. You can fulfill your match. You can unify. You think Mauricio? But either way, I'm not even trying to talk about that. I'm not even trying to talk about that right now. I was going to ask you this. Spence went to Mike Coppinger and said, and Coppinger asked him, I want this, what do you think the split would be for, what do you think the split would be between you and Crawford? Errol Spence went and said 60-40, but my management will have a negotiation, so we'll see.
Say it again, bro.
I'm saying after Mike Coppinger came to him and asked the split question, he said 60-40 feels fair, but we'll have to negotiate and we'll see what happens. He wasn't even standing on the 60-40. And guess what Bud does? 60-40 my way or there's no fight. And people are defending Bud in this situation when one person is even being more reasonable than he has to be. I didn't see no videos from you saying, why the hell is Bud doing this nonsense? Why is he being delusional about what he's asking for? What? Every time Bud do something, it's tongue in cheek. But every time Errol does something, it's not tongue in cheek. It's a problem. No, I'm saying every time Errol does something, it ain't tongue in cheek though. He said, "I'm not worried about Crawford." You went on your channel and started bitching about him, right? But when Crawford does it, it's tongue in cheek.
It should be 50-50.
Why should it be 50-50? You can't sell a Porter fight, but Errol and Porter can sell. How is it 50-50 then? How is it 50-50?
Sell when there's a crowd. Yes.
So Spence versus Garcia didn't sell?
It's a crowd.
They can make a crowd.
Where so Bud supposed to go to Dallas and fight.
If Errol versus Crawford is the biggest fight in boxing, then why can't Crawford go and sell in Texas?
Because he's not from Texas.
If the Errol versus Sean wasn't in Texas, it wasn't in Vegas, it was in California.
Okay.
And it sold well, right? Didn't it sell well?
They had a crowd.
No, but you're saying it can't sell. Crawford can't make us can't.
Bro, there's not a fucking pandemic where people are scared to go out.
No. There were people scared to go out in Texas? It didn't look like it.
Texas is the wild west, man. Like in Texas, you get the
okay.
Highest,
but what's my point?
The highest number of COVID related.
Errol could sell in California. He's not from there. If Bud is as big a star,
there was nothing to worry about then, though. There was no travel restrictions. There were no. You have to wear a mask. Like
that you think that's really? Look how bad we've taken care of COVID. You think that's stopping people
now over a fucking mask?
What?
You mean it's not real?
No, I'm not saying it's not real. I'm saying people don't care.
People do care, man.
Do they?
All right.
Do they? We got a whole side of the country, a whole side of the we got Trumpsters who don't give a shit about it, who thinks it's a hoax. Really?
Okay.
We're gonna sit here and do that? Like, no.
And there's people that really believe that. There's people that really believe that. So you got
there's both ways. People, that's what I'm saying. If Crawford is a star, it can sell.
Can I finish my point though? You got people that are passionate on one spectrum of the argument. And on the other argument, people feel like you must wear a mask to help prevent.
I know, I agree.
So you have people that passionate on the other side. So therefore,
I agree.
I
agree. There's both sides to it. I agree. So Crawford and Porter can't happen because of a crowd, but Errol and Crawford can happen. But there's no crowd either. That's your scenario.
I would rather for Bud fight Keith Thurman because I feel like it would be more lucrative so Bob can quit bitching. Straight up.
That would be great. But he doesn't want to. Thurman reached out and then what? What happened?
Man,
they threw Carol Brook in our face.
Thurman ain't had a fight in a long time. He might need the bread now, so may get him for about $6 million instead of $10 million.
Okay, but why did they slander Keith Thurman instead of negotiating with him and fight Kell Brook instead?
I mean, that's how you build a fight. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you build see what I'm saying?
You got to make Keith Thurman feel some sense of animosity and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to make him mad.
That's how you build a fight by going to the media.
Crawford, nigga, you slay people in the media. That's how Earl and Derek James do. That's how you get stories written and videos made about you. Our blood can't sell. Our blood.
So it built the Thurman fight by telling. So you're telling me they're building the Thurman fight by telling everybody. No, Thurman asked for too much money. He wants too much money.
Yeah,
like Kell Brook for $2 million. That's how you build a fight.
Bring that price down, baby.
That's how you build it. But
Bring
it
that
needs to
price
be
down,
on.
baby.
So this is another thing. Back to my other point. Why did Bob say we only can go pay-per-view for Spence or Pacquiao? Why didn't he say Thurman or Porter?
I don't know. I don't know
Or
about
Danny?
that.
You don't know.
I don't.
But then at the same time, all these guys ducking him, right?
No, I never said that either. Why you putting words in my mouth?
Come on, Mike. I've been listening to your channel. You ain't been saying that? These guys don't want the smoke. You ain't been saying that, Mike?
Hey, according to Danny ain't want that smoke.
Why? So why Danny did? So Danny loses to Porter. You send an offer for $3 million to his dad. You know I'm a lawyer. That's tortious interference. You got to send shit to their manager.
Okay, man.
You know it's actually illegal. If he actually did that, it's illegal.
Hey, man, Bob a lawyer too.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So there's always something. Everything. Crawford didn't do nothing wrong. He's looking for all the fight.
Know what you don't know.
No, it's just everything is so inconsistent.
It is boxing.
I would love Spence and Crawford to fight next, but to act like if Crawford can't get Spence, we should just be okay with him fighting B-level fighters doesn't make any. If he's this huge star, this wouldn't be a problem.
Bro, I don't care who Bud fight until he fights Spence. All right.
See, that's just that to me. That's that you don't care about the best fighting the best. You don't care about that then. That's all that tells me. The best fighting the best is Spence versus Porter too.
I'm for Bud to fight Spence next.
No, I want that too. I want that to be next. But I'm saying, regardless, he needs to fight the best. The best isn't just one person. It's not just two people in a division this talented. It's not.
So go down from the elite level where Manny and Bud and Earl sit. And go down
Porter as well. Porter
not on the elite level.
Porter is elite or he isn't?
He A+ right there with Keith Thurman and Porter. Maybe yeah. I think Kell Brook and Danny on the same run.
Kell Brook and what?
Kell Brook and Danny on the same run. They're like,
come on, man! Don't do that, man. Kell Brook. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about Kell Brook. Kell Brook. There's no way for me to say Kell Brook is a top guy. He hasn't fought anybody in 3 years. Then he fights Terrence Crawford. 6 years ago, Mike. You the same. You the same guy saying, "Oh, Danny's wins are all at 140," but now for Kell Brook it counts.
What it was.
Oh my God! It's what I'm saying. Every time it's inconsistent.
When last time Danny had a big win?
No, that's what I'm saying. You shit on Danny for it, but for Kell Brook, it's cool. You can't have it both ways.
I put them on the same level, nigga.
They're not on the same level.
They're on the same level.
No, Danny still has been fighting people and showing he's still one of the top guys.
What?
Kell Brook has been fighting tuna.
They gonna fucking lose.
Okay, Danny versus Porter, damn, could have gone either way. I thought Danny won, even though Porter got the L.
Decision. I picked Danny going into that fight by the 12th round. So you know what? Danny lost that fight.
That's cool. I thought Danny won, but he didn't get the decision.
And you felt wrong.
No, but that's fine. But that don't mean he's not a top guy for losing a close fight. His fight
wasn't close.
Come on, bro. It was obviously close. It was scored close, Mike. The fight was scored close. It's not like he lost. He didn't lose 116, 112. He didn't lose 117, 111.
I think it was like 115, 113.
That's close, man. Like, come on. Like, you gotta be fair.
I know one judge had it 116, 112, I think.
I'm saying that to act like that, like you act like he got blown out. It was the Danny Porter fight was just as close as or almost as close as Spence and Porter. It was a good fight.
Yeah. 116, 112, 115, 113, 115, 113. So
that's a blowout, Mike. Is that a blowout? 2 rounds.
He won by 2 rounds, and he won by 4 rounds.
That's a blowout.
Nigga, a unanimous decision.
That's not a blowout. You making it sound like he got washed.
Nigga, if it was close, Danny would have got a draw on somebody's card.
Come on, man. Losing 115, 113 on 2 cards is not a wash.
Bro, I beat you by 2 rounds. I did my thing. Then I beat you by 8-4. That's only 1 round difference, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Like, man, it's just
UD.
this bias, dog. It's shit is
Kell
crazy.
Brook and Danny Garcia are on the same level.
This guy, this
Like
is crazy, man.
Like I said, but anyway, bro. Man, I'm only going for 2 hours, man. I'm damn near a horse, man.
I appreciate you letting me on, man. I
anytime you
appreciate
want to come on, I enjoy interacting with you, and I really mean that.
Thank you.
Pleasure, my brother. Pleasure.
Hey, Mike.
Go ahead, D-Nice.
Hey, old buddy was on your ass, man, until you dropped that Ugas mandatory.
Nah, that really don't. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't invalidate what I'm saying at all. It's fine.
Invalidate what you're saying.
It really doesn't. You can unify and not use it.
But it does.
You was fucking him up until that Ugas mandatory.
Did Elvis not get in the ring and call
he didn't get the fight?
Did Bud call him out? Did Bud call him out?
Everything after the mandatory.
Did Bud call him out? Answer the question. Did he call him out?
Hey, real quick.
Okay, he didn't. He went and fought Khan.
If Earl didn't get it, what makes you think Crawford got it?
Why didn't he at least try? I thought it was strap season for him. I thought it's all about the belts.
He had a mandatory. You making strong man arguments, man.
No, I'm not. You can unify. You don't have to fight the mandatory with the WBC if you unify.
Where is that factual at? Where is that factual? Because right now that's just your speculation.
No, it's your speculation too.
What do you mean?
I said when
he had a mandatory.
Okay, when Fury
that's another strong man argument. We're not talking about.
No. I'm giving you an analogy. You just interrupted me again.
That doesn't have anything to do with Lucas and Porter.
No. I'm giving you an analogy. When Fury beat Klitschko, his IBF was called immediately. His WBC, they didn't say, you must fight this guy next. WBC didn't say shit. So it depends.
Exactly.
I'm saying, can you stop cutting me off? So with the IBF, when the IBF, yes, immediately when you win the belt, you have to fight a Mando most of the time. But even Spence didn't have to. He fought Lamont Peterson when he won the IBF, the next fight. It was a voluntary. So you don't have to fight your mandatory every time.
But he did fight for a vacant.
What is okay?
When you fight for a vacant, you normally have a mandatory right after that.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that because Loma versus Campbell was for a vacant, and Haney fought mandatory.
But
that don't mean it has to happen.
Sean Porter fought for a vacant title that Keith Thurman relinquished because he could not fight. So with that being said, Ugas was the next guy in line for either Danny or for either Sean, whoever the winner was going to be.
I understand that. What I'm saying is that didn't stop Errol Spence from calling out Sean. Why did that stop Crawford from calling out Sean?
Get the fight. If Earl
that's not my point. Crawford hasn't tried to unify with anybody. I'm saying, why isn't he trying to?
Brother, listen to what I'm saying.
Just because Earl didn't get the fight, that doesn't change what I'm saying.
If Earl,
that doesn't change what I'm saying.
Affiliated with PBC is calling out Sean Porter, and he does not get a fight, but he shows interest in Sean Porter. So Al's going to give him a Sean Porter eventually. There is no offer that Bob Arum can make to Sean Porter to get him over there to fight Terrence Crawford because they are loyal to Al Heyman. Al Heyman does good things for those guys.
If Crawford, all I'm saying is, depending on the situation, all of a sudden it's about trying to get a belt or it's not. Now for Porter, it's not about trying to get a belt. Right, Later on, it is.
No, wait. Now wait a minute. Prior to
we're gonna end with you, D.
Okay, prior to Spence Porter, even prior to Ugas Porter, if I'm not mistaken, Porter and Crawford were both on record as saying they didn't want to fight one another right then. If I'm not mistaken, but the strawman argument comes into play when all you want to know is that he called him out even though Porter had a mandatory. These are the facts. Porter had a mandatory. Porter fought his mandatory. Porter also didn't call out Crawford if what you say is true about that belt and not having to fight the mandatory. So if one went one way, then the other goes the other way, but that's all speculation.
Porter fought his mandatory. Mandatory means mandatory. Just that. You need to fight that. What you saying is speculation at this point, unless you can provide proof that the WBC belt doesn't require you to fight your mandatory for unification.
How many times you've heard a number of times again that you can unifies Trump mandatories? You've heard that in boxing.
I have heard that, but I have also heard
that's all I'm saying.
But I have also heard that is speculation. I have never seen that as a fact. I have never seen that in the WBC rules. Right, that's what I'm saying. You don't have any facts.
Hey, real quick,
you don't have any facts.
Real quick, and this gonna end. Hey, big up to Oconee and D Nice. I gotta let y'all go. But real quick, y'all, this go and young billionaire, go ahead and call in because I'm gonna give you your time. Real quick though, I'm gonna give you a real quick scenario that's gonna end it right here. The WBC, when you fight for a vacant WBC title, you have a mandatory defense right after. When Canelo and I believe David Benavidez or whoever he fought for that vacant title, he had to fight, I believe, Yildirim next, right after that. If Canelo fight Cameron Smith, they gotta fight. If the WBC is gonna be on the line, they gotta fight Yildirim right after that. Yildirim has his mandatory slot. He's right there. Whoever fights got to fight him next. The only reason David Benavidez isn't fighting Yildirim now because he lost his belt on the scales. If he never would have lost his belt on those scales, he would have fought Yildirim. Young billionaire, I'm waiting on you, big dog. If not, we're gonna get up out of here. Y'all got me going for 2 hours on this fucking topic. I didn't know this shit was this fucking polarizing. God damn. I mean, I want to see the fight, man. If Porter want to get in the ring and Bud want to get in the ring, man, make the fight, bro. I ain't mad at it. I'm just agreeing with Bob Arum. I don't see it as being a big fight that garners the level of attention that Errol Spence and Danny Garcia does. What's going on, young billionaire, man? Talk to your boy, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Mike? I'm gonna make it brief. Look, check this out. So when Porter beat Danny Garcia, he, like you said, he took the fight with Ugas. Spence got in the ring, but what people don't realize is that even though Spence made a lot of money with Mikey Garcia, he didn't want to fight Mikey Garcia. He rather have fought Porter right away. He was pissed off at the press conference when Porter and Spence were announced. He was accusing Porter of ducking him and taking too long to make the fight. He was actually disappointed that he fought Mikey first. Errol wanted to go straight in that fight with Porter. So Porter showed no interest in unifying with Errol Spence right away. So I'm agreeing with you. How the hell you won't fight somebody on your own side of the street, but you're going to unify with your quote unquote homeboy who is Bud when Sean Porter just said recently that him and Bud would have to talk about fighting because they're friends as of 2020. So what the hell you think that Porter and Bud was going to unify back then? Porter showed no interest in fighting Bud back then, and he showed no interest in fighting Errol right away. So let that be clear. So Bud, what is he talking about? Bud didn't call out Porter. What does that have to do with anything? Bud wasn't gonna get that fight, and we all know it because Spence didn't even get that fight right away. So what is he talking about? Like so what is it? He wants you to just call him out just to call him out to say you did it, so you can get Porter said no. At least Crawford tried. Well, what they don't know is Crawford's management and Bob Arum sent Ugas an offer, the man who arguably beat Porter, because I had him beating Porter. To be honest, Porter got dropped in that fight before he fought Spence. Man, come on, Porter lost that fight, bro. Anybody that know boxing know he got knocked down too. If Kavaliauskas knocked Bud down, then Ugas dropped Porter.
Yes, sir.
That's a fact. So what are these people talking about? And Bud was willing to fight Ugas, and Ugas turned that down. These guys are loyal to Al Heyman. They ain't crossing the street and Al Heyman promising them something. Like you said, man, them dudes are getting good guarantees over there. They not trying to split the pot. So I mean, I don't get what this guy's talking about. Porter had no interest in fighting Bud. And he said up in April and July of this year that they would have to talk because they're friends. And Bud was just on, before the Kell Brook fight, he was on Porter Way podcast, and Porter didn't mention fighting him. He did an interview with Sean Porter on his own podcast, and Porter didn't mention it to his face. Hey, bro, what's up on scrapping? He ain't say nothing like that. Nothing, bro. And they talk regularly. And even he had an episode on the podcast about the Danny Garcia fight, and he said the Spence fight is going to be the easiest to make because it's big, it's business. He said the business side, he's probably going to get Spence in July if Spence doesn't fight Pacquiao. So he's already, even though he called out Bud, he's already given a disclaimer that he's probably going to fight Spence if you watch his podcast. So I don't know what this guy's talking about, man. Bud ain't ducking. Bud wants that Porter fight, I believe now. I just believe Bud wants to fight Errol. And why are people ducking the undisputed fight so much? If Errol Spence is about strap season, fight the guys that got belts. Since unification's Trump mandatories, why ain't Spence calling out Bud then? Why Bud got to keep chasing Spence? He been calling him out since he was at 140. Since we want to do history, Bud been calling him out since his last fight at 140. He said, I want Spence and Thurman because them two guys were the guys. That's who he said. So if it's on strap season, why are you making so many roadblocks to fight Bud? Simple as that, bro. I'm out. Thank you for letting me call in, Mike.
Young Billy, man. Good looking out, bro, dog, man. Good looking out, bro. You always welcome to call in.
Appreciate you, Mike, man. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Big up to my guy, man. Young Billionaire, man. Look, man. At the end of the day, bro, I ain't with all the he said, she said bullshit, man. End of the day, man, if them two guys want to make the fight and Sean Porter really want to make the fight, he gonna make the fight. He holds the card. He is the mandatory. He's number one in the WBO. So he will be called. He holds the card. So we'll see what Sean Porter wants to do. I gotta go cook dinner. All right. I gotta go cook dinner, man. Y'all know, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta cook me some food and shit. So I'm gonna get with y'all probably. I might come back and do a show after I make dinner, but I don't know. I ain't really made my mind up. If y'all see any topics out there that y'all want me to do, if y'all see any topics out there that y'all want me to do, please always, you know what I'm saying? If you see a topic out there that you want me to do like my guy Liz Lowe do. Hit me up on IG, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook, you know what I'm saying? Send me whatever y'all think it will be a good show. I'll look at it, I'll evaluate it, and if it's something that we can rock out with, then we'll get to it. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to everybody out there in the chat. I appreciate all the support, and like I always do, man. I'm gonna start back doing it. We're gonna go out to the video of the day. We're gonna go out to the video of the day, man. This might be one of the worst knockouts I've seen in a long time. God damn! Shit! That's a knockout. That's a knockout. Big ups to my guy Coney for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. We're gonna look at this one more time. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up button on your way in, on your way out. It don't matter. Smash that thumbs up button, man. Get them likes up, get them likes up, get them likes up, man. Give me 200 likes this video, man. Thank you, God, for all the support. And like I always do, man. Yo, Mike, drop that motherfucking beat on him. Yes, sir.
Sometimes you Smeller, Mark Nash, Michael Gross, the boss, my nigga, my brother. Let's get this done, Mike. We all love sports, right? Mike Gross, the boss. This is Mike on sports. He smoke competition, same time smoke a port. When it comes to debating, he's one of the greatest. Put him on the A-list over Kellerman and Bayless. If you missed the show, couldn't make it, just log on and click the playlist. That boy always working, not to be played with. Hit subscribe and the bell for the latest. Mike Gross, the boss. Mike on sports. Right